Hello, good evening, how are you all? I am making the most of the fact that my mouth and my picture look like they're in sync. So, who knows, we might have decent internet tonight. Here's hoping. Hi Chris, lovely to see you. So, how is life with you in the darker nights? My goodness, it feels like the middle of winter. If you are joining me for the first time, my name's Miriam FB. I work with Enjo UK, and we are going to chat about how we can clean around our homes in a healthy way, in a quicker way, in a way that is going to save us money. So that's all good, isn't it? And life's quite exciting in this house because my youngest has her birthday tomorrow. She has been counting down for the last 364 days, I feel. So I'm quite relieved that it actually becomes a reality tomorrow for all our sakes. And tonight we are going to talk all about screens and mirrors because our life... Hello. Hi, Caroline. How is life up in Shetland? Yes, we're going to talk about screens because it's kind of become a bit of our life, hasn't it now? And we are either on screens or on Zoom or something or other. And so trying to keep these things clean, I mean, I've got some really horrific things all the way around me, we're going to talk about tonight. So you can see the state, I think. Oh, I got it earlier. Oh, yes, look at that. Nicely dirty all over the phone. We're going to talk about how we keep that clean. And hello Catherine, nice to see you. And behind here I have a mirror that has been thinking about its attitude for some time. So if you have a little look there, you can even see I've written Enjo in the dust. It's that bad. That has been sitting in our spare room, which I have to say is a bit of a whole heap of storage at the moment and not much else. But here we are, episode 34. I know. Now, for those of you who aren't in retail, may not get the same sort of pressure and buzz that we all do at the end of the month. But I have to give a big shout out to my team on here tonight who were absolutely incredible last month and worked together so incredibly well and reached milestones, and we raised lots of money for charity. I'm just busting with pride. I feel like I've had a baby. But I love my job. I love who I work with. It's great. Isn't that refreshing, hey, that we can say all these things? Right, let's get right to the chase. And I'm going to start by talking about mirrors. Now, there is obviously a song around this, but mirrors in the bathroom, I have to say, if you're in the bathroom, the main thing that we have to tackle is limescale and calcium. So remember with our beautiful Enjo that it's all about where we're cleaning, i.e. the zone, the type of dirt that we are cleaning that we need to be mindful of. Okay, so in the bathroom, limescale and calcium. So if I'm in there, it's always going to be white. White for water. White because it's water that's mostly tackling it. And even on the mirror that's there, it's not really grease. Well, in my bathroom, goodness knows how anyone cleans their teeth. But I think mostly, I mean, I have to say, not me. I'm sure this is ringing some bells with you too. It's not me who seems to spray toothpaste everywhere, but everyone else in my house. What do they do? I have to get in there with them. But toothpaste everywhere, splatters everywhere, soap everywhere. So these are the two that you need to use if you're in the bathroom. Okay, so don't start taking in your blue combi wiper. I know you. And don't start taking in your blue living glove because it's not that sort of stuff that we're cleaning. So if it's in the bathroom, stick with white. It's what you need. Do any of you use your combi wiper with the white sleeve on your bathroom mirror? Any of you? I love using that because it gives that really tight finish. If you haven't got those lots of those little like knobbly bits, then that is awesome. And remember, in your bathroom, if you're cleaning your mirror, if you have a heated mirror, if you have lights over the top, turn those off first. Yeah, lots of thumbs up. I love the combi wiper on the mirror. It's absolutely awesome. But turn any heated element off first, because remember that this glove needs water. And so it's the water that pulls up the dirt, and it still needs to have enough moisture when you dry behind, because if it hasn't, then it's going to dry streaky, or it sometimes look like it's a little bit sparkly. All right, so these two, if you are in the bathroom, and then if you have any bits of lint, any bits of hair, things which have stuck. Hi Renate, how are you? Haven't seen you for a while. If you've got things like that which are stuck on the mirror, then that is the time to get in with your duster, because the duster's job is to pick up lint and hair. So don't go into your bathroom mirror, start flicking it around. I know, I've seen you do it. All right, so none of that flicking it off. You know who you are. When you've done it, go in with your duster afterwards. That's your duster's job. You've already picked up all of the bacteria, all of the dirt. In my case, about half a tube of toothpaste from all over the mirror. All right, with these two, then you can get in with your duster. And this amazing little dust pad, I love it. All right, this is in our crisp. I've been told by Rebecca, who is 9 tomorrow, just in case any of you missed that and you haven't read her probably weekly updates in the Orcadian. She is 9 tomorrow, and she told me today that I can officially start talking about Christmas. So I am. This is in our Christmas pack. It's absolutely brilliant. Seasonal, if you don't want to entertain the Christmas word yet, but it's absolutely brilliant. And lots of people have one of those that they just use in the bathroom. Okay, it's very diddy, £15. But, so that's our bathroom dealt with. If you're in the bathroom, keep it white. That is what I am saying. Hello, Gladys Clark. How nice to have you along. Let's then talk about screens. Chris, she is beyond herself with excitement for tomorrow. She's baked her own birthday cake today. Just saying. Apparently, I can't be trusted. So she decided to bake her own. How amazing is that? The fiddly duster for the bath. Yes, I love this one, Kirsty. It's absolutely brilliant. Love it for the bathroom. Fiddly duster is such a great word. I know you didn't mean it, but it's really good. And really great as well for the car. But let's talk about some of the other screens that we have in our lives. So I'm going to start off by talking about this one. This is our phone. Do you know how many gazillion bacteria that we have all over this? Because we're holding it all the time. And I know that none of us are particularly enamoured with the news that say that we are, well, for England, I'm sorry that you are heading back into lockdown, and potentially also back in Scotland as well. And if you remember last time, right at the beginning, when we were talking about how are we going to keep things clean, one of the main screens that we were talking about was on our phone. And if I'm out and about, this is also in our Christmas pack. This is called a handbag SOS. Loads of uses for spots and stains on your clothes. I use it to clean my shoes when I'm away, but also, oh my goodness, I'm chucking it all on the floor. Also brilliant for doing your phone, because it's going to get rid of all those bits where you're sitting and handling it and dealing with all of that. So you make this one damp and you can give it a really good clean. So if you don't have one of these, absolutely fantastic for having, particularly when you're out and about, so you can make it damp before you go. I use this as well on the trolley handle, and so little bit of so wet and then damp, and then a tiny bit of Enyo washing up liquid on it too, right? Because we know, don't we, we're washing our hands because that breaks down the lipid structure of COVID, and so this will give it a nice clean, all right? And then a dry afterwards. So that little pack is great. But just for doing the screen as well, when I'm out in the house, now let me get to this point. Oh, look, I can't see. Ah, I actually rubbed some butter in this for you, just so you could see how awful it was. Now we have 2 sizes of this amazing lens cloth. So you can get 3 in a little tin, which are this size, all right? And you can get 1 in a tin at the moment. It's called a tech cloth for 15. But I love the size of this. Let's just have a little look at it in comparison. Let me see if I can just get that there. There you go. All right, so you can see the lens cloth, and then you can see the size of the tech cloth. And if you're doing things like your iPad, bigger screens, I would say the tech cloth is just brilliant because you can completely encompass it inside it. And I tend to use my lens cloths more on my specs, and I tend to use this quite a lot on my gadgets. But if you have a look there, I just want to show you how easy. I know, Bev, nobody can have too many lens cloths in their life, is what I say. Do you know what? I don't know what's wrong with me. Why can't I get that to show? Ah, there we go. Right. So I know you've got the light in the middle. That's just so that you can actually see my face. But look at that. I mean, how awesome is Enyo? How cool is that? It's just so effortless cleaning with it. And that's butter. All right. All of that straight off. Why wouldn't you? Why would you go and put on all those wipes and all that horribleness when you can just do it like that? And if I had done half it, even if I rub my fingers over it, it will stay cleaner longer. It's not going to pick up the grease in the same way. So small screens, either your lovely little lens cloth, again, like Bev, I have multiple. In fact, I was out for a walk today and I found one in my pocket. How useful was that? All right. But also the bigger tech cloth, because I'm going to go to another screen now. If I have my computer, all right, which is also very grubby, I just find that the lens cloth, just because then I kind of have to bunch it a bit to really get my whole hand in the tech cloth and just rub it gently over the screen, right? So you may find you're dealing with bigger screens, dealing with big computers. I was speaking to someone today who works with 4 monitors in their office. Then you may find that this is a good addition. Now it looks like the internet is playing up slightly, so I hope you're still with me. Let's talk about mirrors then, and the difference between using screens and doing mirrors. Well, first of all, you can see mine are very rusty. My beautiful